let's talk about Kevin Can F Himself. Now, I'm not really sure, like, how long you have to wait till you can start swearing on a YouTube video, because I know, like, a year or two ago, they're like, you can't swear, I think, up to the first, like, 30 seconds of a YouTube video. So, Kevin Can F Himself is a ABC show that, or sorry, a AMC show, forgive me, that came out a few years ago. I remember seeing a YouTube video about it, but I was just like, damn. The first episode was the only episode available on Amazon Prime. Couldn't find any other streaming service. I was like, ah, man, I'll never be able to watch it. Well, it popped up on Netflix. It was recently added. So yes, I do highly recommend the show. It's about Kevin. Kevin lives in this. He lives in this like fantasy bubble, basically. You know, the fantasy bubble that is a traditional sitcom. You know, he's the fat schlubby guy. You know, very much like in Everetta's Raymond, which has been over my shoulder for years, or something like King of Queens. You know, he's the fat schlubby guy who has, a gaggle of friends, Patty, Neil, and his father Pete, and they all laugh at their specifically Kevin's shenanigans, and it's all very much nice and happy. It's a sitcom. Laugh track, the bubbling idiot main character, all that kind of stuff. Well, that's Kevin's world. But outside of Kevin's world, outside of Kevin's, little bubble, is Allison's world. And Allison is the main character of the show and is his wife. And she is living a very different life. She's living a drama, a primetime drama, while he is living in the sitcom world. And the dichotomy of the two worlds very much intersect, because for every story, for every scenario of Allison, she is the victim, or, she is she lives in reality, but Kevin lives in a bubble, and it's very interesting how this show correlates or, intersects the two worlds. And yeah, it's very good. It's like I said, a AMC show. The studio, the channel that did Breaking Bad, and also has I don't think they're related, but the movie channel or the movie theater chain, AMC. What's with channels all being letters? I've never really thought about that before, but that's so annoying. But yeah, like it's a good. This is a good show, and I highly recommend it. And I really don't want to talk too spoilery about it, since it's only a few years old, and I feel like a lot of people are going to find it thanks to Netflix. And it is a good show. It's a solid show. I think, what it sort of has to say about, about situational comedy characters and how what works in a sitcom isn't necessarily what would work for, like, real life, and, like, the interesting things they could possibly say about mental health and the cycle of abuse. And, like, I like that Kevin, this is a bit of a minor spoiler, I like that Kevin isn't abusive in, like, the traditional sense. He's he's just a manipulator, and, like, that's very cool. And I don't want to talk about the show for too long. You know me, if you've seen this channel, you know that I can ramble. I don't want to ramble too much, but, like, I like what this show does with cycle of abuse, and how Kevin isn't a physical abuser, but he is a manipulator. He's very manipulative, and sort of making fun and poking fun at the traditional sitcom tropes. And I think that's what makes this show great, and why I would recommend it. Now, it is a little hard to recommend a show called Kevin Can Fuck Himself in traditional workplace scenarios. I have no idea how I'm going to tell other people about this show, because, like, Breaking Bad is, like, okay, Breaking Bad or Better Call Saul, like, those are shows also to my AME. There's also is it called Dark Wind? I think my parents are watching that now. Dark Wind's also on Netflix. There's another AMC show, and like those other shows are very easy to be like, hey, there's this show on Netflix. It's called this. Go watch it. Premise is this: Kevin Can Fuck Himself is very much a different thing. It's called Kevin Can Fuck Himself. I know it's rush, or that's harsh, but it's about Kevin, this guy named Kevin, and it's about his wife and how she figures out a way to get out of the abusive relationship. And like, I feel like the first hurdle is the title, but it's overall a good show, and I do recommend it. I like the ending. I would love to discuss the ending with you guys. There was a YouTuber, so back in 21, I saw a YouTube video about this show. And it was done by another content creator. I'm not quite sure who he is. I'll link his video in the description. And, you know, he did a very good job, I think, pitching the show. And that's how I discovered that it's on Amazon Prime for, like, just first episode. And then, thankfully, now it's on Netflix. And, yeah, it's recommended. Final bit of something I want to talk about is that the day I'm recording this, James Earl Jones has passed away. James Earl Jones is a really great actor. He's, of course, famous for Darth Vader. He was also Mufasa. He's in... I think I have it right beside me. He's in Coming to America, Field of Dreams, basically all things I've talked about on this channel, except for Lion King, actually. But, you know, he's very much a famous actor. So many roles, so many iconic roles. He passed away today, and man, that is it's like, it's hard to describe how it's affecting me, because, like, obviously I don't know him, but he's been a major influence on my life, and I hope he enjoys his place in heaven, because prayers for his family. But yeah, so James Earl Jones has passed away, and we're talking about a show with the F word in its title. But yeah, it's good show, recommended, of course. Once again, long video, because, of course, I figured out a way to make this video long, even though I don't want to talk too much about the show. But comment below, let me know. Have you seen this show? Are you now going to watch this show now that it's on Netflix? Comment below, let me know all that. Remember, the God made special. He loves you very much. I hope you have a very lovely day. Hope you had a very lovely week. I do have something planned for y'all later in the week, of course. And as always, God bless y'all.